It's 1992.
Mm.
And this
Yep.
is what if the Falcons didn't trade Brett Favre? So they drafted him in the second round in 1992. From what I've read about that time period, he was really immature. I guess he's still pretty immature from what we know about him now. But at the time, they said they used to call him something like the Buckhead Crawler or something, because he would always go up to that neighborhood and he was always at the bars and he was drinking heavily and he was really immature. And Jerry Glanville, the Falcons coach at the time, wasn't a fan of that. He didn't like that gunslinger approach that he brought. He wanted a little more conservative quarterback play than what he was getting from Brett Favre. So they end up trading him, I think, just after his rookie year for a first round pick to the Packers. And of course, he goes to the Packers, wins the Super Bowl, becomes a Hall of Famer, all that stuff. But obviously, this is a huge what if, not just in Falcons history, but in NFL history, because it changes the trajectory of the whole 90s, even into the 2000s. Uh, did you know about the fact that they liked Brett Favre, but Jerry Glanville didn't like him and thought he was immature?
Um, that particular era, I was born in 90, so this is 91, 92. Um, NFL Films did a expose on that era, calling it the too legit to quit era. If you're familiar with Andre Rison, Deion Sanders,
Yep.
MC Hammer was there on the sidelines, Evander Holyfield at the time. Atlanta was booming with the hip hop culture. So, to that, what if I ask this question? What if Dion also had stayed with
Mm.
Brett Favre? A lot of people probably wouldn't catch this being Falcon fans, but had he stayed here in Atlanta, that is 93, 94, 95, and 96. Your 49ers won the Super Bowl in 94. Your Cowboys went back to back in 92 and 93. Had Dion stayed here, I think we would have had a shot to contend more for the NFC West Championship. And with Brett Favre at quarterback, him coming into his own 92, 93, 94, where he was doing multiple MVP seasons, we
Hmm.
would have a Super Bowl in the 90s, especially if he were the quarterback and went back to back against John Elway, Super Bowl 32 and 33.